Do laptop cooling pads make a difference? I have a Lenovo FlexPad 5 with some pretty average specs. Technically, on paper, it should be able to run some old, easy to run games with stable 60 frames, and it does. But in the process, the laptop starts competing with the temperature of the core of the sun. To somewhat fix this issue, I had two options to either get a cooling pad or a laptop stand. But what's more efficient? Now to test this, I will be using JAT's testing parameters, which are mobility, price, effectiveness, visuals, and build quality. Now to begin with, let's start with mobility. In terms of mobility, the laptop stand is a win by miles because of its compact factor. I can carry this with me anywhere and everywhere, whereas the cooling stand is bulky, which makes it difficult to carry around in terms of the space it occupies. You could fit another laptop within the space that it occupies. It's literally thicker than my own laptop. Going over to effectiveness. To test the effectiveness of both the products, I'll be running a simple test. Running one game with the same settings, without any accessory, with the cooling pad and with the laptop stand. The results were as follows. Without any accessory, the temperature was insane. Something that is not sustainable for even short-term gaming, to be frank. With the stand, however, though there were a few drops here and there, the temperature was still high, although it was sustainable for short-term and maybe sometimes long-term gaming, but I personally would not play at these temps at all. With the cooling pad, however, we saw temperatures dropping almost instantly. And when we let the game run for a few more minutes, the temperature came back down to a very comfortable number. For viewers' reference, a laptop can easily withstand up to 85 degrees Celsius. However, this is not recommended since it can damage a laptop. My personal practice is to try to limit the temperature to 70 degrees Celsius because in my case, I have noticed that there are significant frame drops whenever the temps cross 75 degrees Celsius. Now going over to visuals. Looking at them, it comes down to which one adds to the looks and which one doesn't. Not only is the stand silver or grey, which coincidentally matches my laptop's color, it also looks good and minimal, which is something I personally prefer. The cooling stand, on the other hand, has blue light inbuilt, which to some may appeal more. It also has a black mesh-like plate on top, which again, some may find appealing. Me personally, I like to go with the stand because it gives a much more sleeker look to the laptop. But take nothing away from the cooling stand because the cooling stand also looks insane, especially with the lights off. If by build quality we mean durability, the stand has to take a win. One, it's made of aluminium alloy, which is definitely more durable than its counterpart. The cooling stand is made of plastic. Two, the laptop stand doesn't have any moving parts, like fans or any parts that rely on electricity to be used, which generally means it will last longer. So looking at the stark difference in choice of material, build quality, again goes to the laptop stand. Going over to price. This in majority of the cases is going to be a deal breaker. At the time of recording this video, the laptop stand can be found on Amazon for a staggering 349 Indian rupees, which when converted to US dollars is $4.04. That's absurdly cheap and value for money. The cooling stand, I am not sure of the exact model since I didn't purchase this, but rather acquired it through various means. I was able to find a similar model on Amazon for the price of 649 INR at the time of recording this video, which when converted to US dollars is $7.51. And here are the pros and cons of each product summed up on the screen so you can make an easier choice.